8bitman and 8bitman and Yeti. 8bitman from South Florida. I know him and Yeti have been teaming up pretty frequently as of recent.
Yeah, I like, you know what, I like this kind of this Florida Midwest connection because I know 8bitman's girlfriend just actually moved to the Midwest, so you know.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's
little
awesome.
storylines you could draw from there, but I'm just kind of filling time until we get to the match. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. 8bitman and Yeti gonna go against Tweek and Cosmos. Now obviously, Vicky, Tweek and Cosmos, plenty of experience together. They live together. I mean, they're, you know, some of the best of friends. Not going to be an easy task right here for 8bitman, though. You know what I like about 8bitman as of late? A lot of Diddy Kong he's been using, and I think that's
smart.
Yeah,
smart.
I think
because like
it took him long enough, but yeah.
Obviously, being probably I would say like the best Rob player, just depending on how he does in out-of-state tournaments. His Diddy Kong in doubles, I would feel like is the best play, especially since, you know, it's not as big-bodied as Rob. You know, Rob has large hurt boxes. He could get away with a lot more. And aside from the fact, Banana controlling neutral the way it does and forcing players to play a certain way. I've actually seen Tweek get the most craziest kills off the ceiling. I was able to play Tweek at Shine, and instead of ceiling kills, he ends up going for the up smash, clipping 8bitman's very first stock. See, Cosmos trying to go for the down tilt to up tilt there.
All right, so what the hell was that, Tweek? I mean, you can't make the combo video right now if you can't edit it, baby boy, okay? I don't know what that was, but I'm sure he ain't mean for that to happen. But nonetheless, if I'm blue team, I'm like, hey, we'll take it, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got no complaints about it.
So he's trying to do the back air into the Diddy Fair.
Yeti's still all right, man. I mean, again, Mega Man, big man.
Oh, all right, he stopped talking.
All right, man. He heard me talking. He's like, shut up.
Speaking of Yeti, I mean, Yeti is nasty. Ranked #2 in Minnesota PR. He also has a really high-profile Toon Link with wins over Elegance and Noto, as well as 8bit, which is hilarious. So he definitely knows how 8bit plays with his set win on 8bit as well.
Good decision right there. Honestly, teaming with somebody who beats you, that to me is like good.
It's
I'm like, hey.
How else would they not, you know how to play around you?
If I'm slacking, hey, at least I know this guy is good enough to carry me. All right, so yet to lose a stock is Cos. Vicky, can I finish a sentence? Is that too much to ask?
That doesn't exist, man.
I just want to finish a sentence.
That was really funny.
That was, but I don't know how much the blue team's laughing. They're in a little bit of trouble here. Obviously, that's a little fragile of a stock for 8bitman. You already know Bayonetta and Corn with plenty of ways to just kill you and just kind of eviscerate that stock, especially at those kind of percents. I just see Cosmos go for that insta-pin.
Ooh, he waited for Cosmos to air dodge below him to possibly get that down air spike. That would have been quite interesting as I believe Cosmos, it would be difficult for Cosmos to recover if he did not have a jump there. Oh, but following up with that up air, Cosmos definitely getting connected with the back air of the up air there. Taking care of the banana with down air, although any aerial could do that as well. I know if you down air the banana, it's lagless, so you could act immediately out of it, aside from the fact that banana is taken care of.
Nice. Good pressure here coming from Cosmos. Right? And Tweek really is kind of being slapped off the stage back and forth. Hasn't been too much of a factor these last couple of seconds. Now they're looking to re-engage. I like the witch time.
Yeah, land with witch time, expecting Yeti to actually try to catch his landing with the back air instead. You gotta wait for that witch time moment.
You really
sometimes
do.
when you wait for the that's worth it.
Yep.
Cosmos had 2 stocks, like why not? 2v1 now in this situation. 8bitman being at 84%.
Oof. Yeah, this is not looking too good for the Florida native. He's in a little bit of trouble. I mean, you already know going against Cosmos or Tweek is just bad enough. Going against both of them at the same time, yickety yikes, my man, and that'll do it.
I like the option coverage from Cosmos. Cosmos like, you know what? Even if this tipper forward smash hits you, Tweek, it's all good. You got another stock to take. And then he does it again. He's like, yeah, but now you're at low percent, so nothing bad's going to happen to you. If the forward smash, the pin goes through it, then the tipper at least clips and hits 8bitman instead.
It's real talk. So, game number 1 going the way, I'm sure most people would expect. Cosmos and Tweek, very dangerous tandem, but I'm interested to see if 8bitman and Yeti can kind of mount a little bit of a comeback here, at least take us to a game 3, because again, 2 very talented players, man. Not always the single results that matters. You know, teams are a whole different ballgame.
Exactly.
See where your work's at. To Smashville we head.
Nothing less expected from the #2 on the PGR and #7 at least.
Well, you know, you got 2 top 10s together. I mean, call it a day.
Bats within, really setting up the positioning for Tweek there to get a follow, but Yeti making sure that Tweek is unable to do anything, any crazy shenanigans out of Witch Twist.
Ooh,
That's another thing, like Mega Man up air actually being quite concerning to look out for, especially when you're Tweek trying to carry their opponent to the top of the blast zone. Can't be jumping out of that, you'll die.
Absolutely. All All right, Cosmos being handled a little bit here. I like what Yeti's doing. Keeping some good control on the left side and all the way to the left, Cosmos' first stock being slain there. Very efficient play from Yeti.
Yeah, Mega Man back air actually stops Corrin's recovery midway as well. So it could be a little tricky if Cosmos decides to recover from low.
Nice. All right, yet again, we're just seeing a really good performance from the blue team thus far. I think Cosmos just a little bit stunned at what he's seeing, but this is the kind of good response you're expecting from a team that's, again, looking to get on the board, take it to a game 3, and just see what can happen.
Not you gotta keep,
yeah, but you got to keep an eye on that boy, Tweek. 3 stocks still, very minimal % by his standards.
We see all these combos coming from Cosmos. Cosmos the combo queen. Banana's back air. 8bitman trying to force Cosmos off stage. I don't think he was going to try to roll on the platform there. Cosmos trying to get him vulnerable with the Dragon Fang shot, especially by the ledge there. It could be a bad situation.
Nice. I'm kind of struggling here to find out, just like, bro, like when you for Tweek, like how's this offense and defense just so good?
He just knows when to not press buttons.
It's just crazy.
Which is super important in this game because the moment you press a button, you have to convert.
Yeah.
Like, you have to act. You're actually going for all that stuff, and you have to be stuck in that that lag. Yeti, but we were talking about Tweek being super defensive with that down air.
Yeah, Yeti pressed the button himself, man, and that was all she wrote for that stock. They'll take care of business on that one. Cosmos 145 needs to be careful. Obviously lost his stock a little bit early. Again, Tweek has been there to just kind of still keep the team well engaged. Meanwhile, you see blue team, they're working well together. Oh no.
Gotta go for the up air.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
That was smart of Yeti though. He purposely got 8bitman out of that situation so that way Cosmos would not try to go for the up air instead.
Yeah, well, that's why I was kind of like, I was sitting there wondering, like, okay, you're gonna do something for your man's now, right? Like,
ooh,
let him go out like that.
Down throw, okay. Down throw having such high knockback by Corrin's feet. Oh, he jumped. I think he jumped air dodge by accident. I think he just tried to air dodge, but he ended up jump air dodge instead.
Terrific catch from Tweek. Again, as you said, Vicky, just so good at knowing when to press buttons and when not to.
And we're talking about pressing the best buttons, but Yeti, all right, getting that jab lock, dealing a good amount of damage on Cosmos. Yeah. He's at 54%, his last stock as well. So you saw Tweek, holding it down with 2 stocks.
I feel like Yeti's played Cosmos really well, and I think that's been kind of the difference from game 1 and game number 2. They're just being smothered all together, but this time you're seeing some offense being shown, and it's being very, very effective for Blue Squad. Trying to anticipate that roll.
That was really scary from the blue team with Yeti throwing out the smash attack and 8bitman actually trying to throw out the banana down to catch Cosmos' jump. That was pretty scary himself. And Cosmos sticking in shield. He knows that he doesn't want to risk it, but that forward smash connecting the tipper part of it at least and taking out 8bitman. And this is going to be a 1v1 between Tweek and Yeti, but Yeti holding on with 127% EE.
Yeah, man. And if I'm Cosmos, I'm okay with that trade that I just took because I essentially got it down to a 1v1 with the number 2 player here in the world. Going up, I fell on number 2, but only in Minnesota. So a little bit of a discrepancy there. No disrespect. A little bit of a discrepancy.
We're talking about the traveling, but I actually think Yeti would be one of those players as well compared to Best Nest that if he was able to travel more.
He could do a little more damage.
Yeah, he'd be a monster.
Definitely respect that.
Tweek is not jumping out of the situation. Instead, just wanting to opt to land on the ground. Notice he's not jumping on purpose. These pellets could be quite a nuisance to deal with, but that back air, though, great DI coming from Yeti. Yep. He is holding on to max rage.
Oh, wow. Okay, Yeti not willing to relinquish the stock just yet.
If he gets a rage up air.
Is that what you're looking for?
I would actually scream. That would be crazy. Forward throw, yeah. He may be a thick boy, but after 170, man, you out of here.
Thick boys can travel too, man. I get on a plane all the time, man. Keep it real with you.
Oh, my God.
Good effort, though, from the Blue Squad, man. Definitely like what I saw there from 8-Bit and Yeti. They just fell a little bit short to a very strong team in Cosmos and Tweek. Honestly, probably one of the favorites to take this event.
I know Cosmos is a very strong doubles player as well. Cosmos' positioning in terms of like using platforms, especially on Battlefield, I would be scared to take Cosmos to Plats. I know Cosmos also likes Lilat, so the one stage I would always ban against this team would definitely be Lilat. Don't want to be playing Bayo or Corrin on Lilat. The tilts allow Pin to actually act in a strange way where you could actually get onto the other top platforms of Lilat.